So first, I started gathering my reference. I really tried to find as much reference as possible. There was a very limited reference, but as time progressed, more and more set photos started coming out, which made my job easier. So I began sculpting the body based on the reference images. After I had something I was satisfied with, I used the knife tool in Blender to separate the red and blue. Since this wouldn't be my final mesh, it wouldn't really matter what the topology looked like. I was gonna end up retopologizing it later on as well, but it really just helped me block out the separation of the red and blue materials. A lot of you guys may have noticed this suit is highly inspired by the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. I went back and used my TASM 2 model and I wrapped it over the brand new day sculpt. This would save me a lot of time since I wouldn't have to spend my time drawing all the seam lines all over the suit all over again. So now, as you can see, this topology is not good, and some of you may not know that this topology isn't good, but as you can see, a lot of areas are very dense, which shouldn't be like that. It should all be spaced out equally, and that's why I retopologized over this. And you want to start retopologizing very low poly, so you have the best control over your topology. And here is me retopologizing, a little time lapse of me retopologizing the model. And once this was done, I started modeling the logo and the lenses. Next up was modeling the 3D webbing on the suit. If you're new to modeling, this step is going to be very complex for you and it might take you a while, but once you get used to this, it's not going to be as hard and you might actually maybe even start having fun while doing it. So this is me here modeling the webbing on the red. It might seem that it's not hard, but you actually need to be very precise. As you can see, it would be better if you would draw out the webbing before you start this, but I just ended up eyeing it from the reference, as you can see on the side. Once the webbing was finished, I started working on the soles. There's very limited reference to the soles, but after a lot of searching, I was finally able to find some pictures and reference that I could use to help me with this. As you can see, this was the final result. After this, I started on the web shooters, and again, there was not any close-ups of the web shooters, so just had to eye it from the far away shots. This was my result. Once this was all done, I moved back into texturing in Substance Painter, and this was my file in Substance Painter. By the time I was done with this process, I was pretty satisfied with how it was looking, but I just let it sit for a couple months and I go back to it and I see what I can improve on it. And on this, it really made a big difference. I went back and improved the head shape. I also went back and improved the materials on it so it reacts better to the lighting. For the rig, I asked my friend Virtual Euphoria to help me rig this model, and he did, so huge thanks to him for rigging this model. After all of that, finally the model was finalized and it's at a stage where I'm pretty satisfied, and I think I won't be changing anything else for a while. Maybe until the movie is released, honestly. But here is that.